Yeah, but, you know, one of the things I love about being a father is you get to read stories with your kids. However, on the 7th or 8th telling in 8 days, it kind of gets a bit boring. So what I like to do is to make it a little bit more interesting for them. I like to do it in a few different voices. So one of their favourites is when I read them The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Now, I'm going to read it to you. I say read it, I know off by heart. I've read it that many fucking times. But I'm going to read it to you in the voice that I read it to them.
In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One warm Sunday morning, the sun came up, and out popped a very small and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one orange, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry.
And on it goes until they're either asleep or pretending to be asleep, and that's good enough for me. But, you know, I think it's fair to say they probably haven't been sleeping all that well recently, for some reason. But, you know, it's not all just me being mean to them. My 7-year-old was the worst for it when he was... Well, when we took him on our first holiday abroad, we took him to Spain, and in the lift, he very loudly said to me, about the slightly larger woman standing next to us, "Has that woman eaten too much cake?" I honestly, to this day, still don't know what the safe answer to that question is. You know, no should have been, but she probably had. And then, of course, there was the time he ran away from me in Tesco, shouting, "Help, help," like he'd seen Gary Glitter in the dairy aisle. Imagine this, a man with a beard and a slightly dirty raincoat chasing after a child down past the Coke. It's not going to go well. But, you know, what I think I'll do here is, you know, before I outstay my welcome, I'm going to leave you with a story. One of my favourite stories is about my kids, and perhaps a little bit about the dangers of technology and children. When he was 3 years old, my oldest discovered the iPad, and at the same time he discovered the iPad, he discovered Siri. Now, at the same time, he was massively into the film Toy Story, absolutely loved it. His first question to Siri, and I kid you not, was, "Siri, show me a picture of a Woody." Well, I swear to God I've not moved across a room so fast in my life. Everything slowed down like I was in the Matrix. No! Wrestled it out of the little scamp's hands. You can imagine my relief when all I could see staring back at me from the screen was a smiling cowboy. I just wish he'd kept his trousers on.